What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna do a video about Alessandro Nesta, the defender from AC Milan. New card available in eFootball 2025 this week, and one, if not the best defender available in the game today. Now, Alessandro Nesta, I play him here at left defense, central defending position alongside with Costa Curta, and the reason for that is because Costa Curta, even though he is pretty fast, speed at 90, he can be sometime outrun by wingers that can have speeds all the way up to 99. So Alessandro Nesta, I'm going to show you the build here in a second, but his speed is very, very high for a central defender. So I decided to put him next to Costa Curta, who's a little bit slower as a fullback. And on the other side here, as you can see, I have Lilian Thuram with speed of 96, so the fastest probably right back in the game. And I put him next to Maldini because Maldini has 79 here in speed, and so it sort of balances the defense where I have a very fast wing back here with Lilian Thuram and a slightly slower one with Costa Curta, but I'm going to have Alessandro Nesta to cover in central defense here. And as you can see, Alessandro Nesta, this build that I've made for him, 91 speed, extremely fast for a central defender, and it's going to be very, very useful because he's going to be, the last line of defense when someone, takes over the wing, takes over Costa Curta on the wing. Alessandro Nesta is going to be there to catch him up with this incredible speed. And same thing even on the other side. If Maldini, gets outrun by the attacker, then Alessandro Nesta is always going to be able to come back in defense and outrun the attacker. Now, let's have a quick look here at the build that I've done here in the progression points. I put him with 4 in dexterity, 8 in lower body strength, 7 in aerial strength, and 13 in defending. And if you do the basic recommended one, they're going to put more points in defending stats. But once again, just as it was the case with Costa Curta, after 12 points in any category, then the upgrade becomes more expensive. 4 points, 4 progression points that you need to put. So having 13 points here in defending is going to allow me to give 2 points in lower body strength extra, meaning that I can get the speed here all the way to 85. And in the game here with the manager here, what's his name? Where is he? Xabi Alonso. As you can see, Xabi Alonso has +1 in acceleration, and is gonna get our Alessandro Nesta here at 91 speed and 81 acceleration, extremely fast for a defender. And the defensive stats are going to be still very, very good. 100 defensive awareness, 102 tackling, 93 aggression, and a 90 defensive engagement. And the way you achieve that is by using the second booster, obviously, and giving him the shutdown as second booster. He already has shutdown as the first booster, and shutdown adds points in defensive awareness, tackling, defensive engagement, and speed. So 3 of the 4 stats in defense, as you can see, is going to add in total with the 2 boosters 3 points in each of defensive awareness, tackling, defensive engagement, and also it's going to give him that extra speed that's going to get him above the 90 mark in speed for a central defender, making him extremely, extremely fast. Now, Alessandro Nesta can only play at the central defense, but anyway, you wouldn't want him to play anywhere else. This guy is, I think, as of today, he's the best defender of the game. And for the foreseeable future, until we get, maybe a right card or a card like that, he's gonna remain the best central defender in the game for some weeks to come at least. Now, I haven't done the additional skills yet for him because I don't have the skills item that I want to give him yet. But I had a look a little bit at the skills that he possesses already and which skills would be interesting to add to him. And as you can see on his player skill, he's got heading, one-touch pass, man marking, interception, blocker, aerial superiority, sliding tackle, acrobatic clearance, captaincy, and fighting spirit. So on the defensive side here, Alessandro Nesta is really already covered. He has all the defensive skills that a defender would need. And so, it leaves you a lot of freedom as to what additional skills you want to give him and, sort of what you want to do with the player. But here we can have a look at the skills that are available. And some of the skills that I thought would be perhaps interesting for him is going to be through passing, this one. So with through passing, you're going to be able to pass the ball, obviously forward, and it's going to be very interesting for him and, almost necessary for all your defensive players to have through passing, because once you get the ball in defense, once you recover the ball, then you're going to have oftentimes to play a through pass ahead of your players to sort of start the counterattack and get the team moving up the field. And through passing is going to allow him to do that. And because defenders oftentimes they don't have really high passing attributes, then through passing is going to help them to actually make better passes. Now the next one that I sort of looked at is going to be the low lofted pass. Where is it? Here, low lofted pass. And it's going to allow, him to sort of find those long ball. And, if you play long ball counter or even just counter attack, to sort of try to find a ball, once you get the ball back as a central defender, the opposing attacker is coming to your defense, Nesta gets the ball. And, in the first very few seconds of you getting the possession back, then you have the opportunity to start a counterattack with the defensive players of the other team completely out of position. And giving him the low lofted pass is going to allow you to find these long through balls to the wingers and, initiate a counterattack directly on the wing, where you're going to have players that are going to have, high speed attributes that are going to be able to run at the opposing defense, and having him have low lofted pass and the through pass at the same time is gonna make him basically the guy that you want to start the counterattack from. And when you get the ball back in defense, you're gonna be able to play straight to Nesta and throw that ball all the way up the field to try to catch the opposing defense off guard. And let's have a look now at another one that is going to be interesting here for Nesta, is the soul control. So soul control is, as the name states, is going to allow your player to have more animations, more, ability to control the ball. And, of course, for a defender, when you're passing the ball in defense, you never want your defender to have like an approximate control and, sort of missing his first touch and then giving the ability to the other player attacker to sort of get an easy goal. That's going to make sure that Nesta controls the balls with a better ability. And these three is sort of like the main skills that are going to be important to make this Nesta card absolutely OP. And, then, for the two remaining skills, it's going to be up to you to sort of like figure out your playing style and what you like and, sort of adjust the player to your play style. But a few skills that I thought would be interesting also are gonna be, or is it the weighted pass here? The weighted pass. So the weighted pass is going to be, that sort of a high ball over the defensive line, and in several situations is going to be good for your defender to have that. Even if you start from just straight from kickoff, you kick the ball to Nesta, and then you find that weighted pass over the defensive line to try and get your forward. And situations like that, low lofted pass can be something, weighted pass, sorry, can be something that can be interesting for him. Another one that I thought would be good for Nesta is going to be gamesmanship. So gamesmanship allows you to sort of get a foul when the players start to, tussle and push each other. If your player loses the ball and falls to the ground, then you're going to get the foul. And giving gamesmanship to Nesta, it's going to allow you sometimes, if the opposing attacker just pushes you, then he falls down and you get the foul instead of just losing the ball. So that's usually gamesmanship is something you want to give to your offensive players so they can get fouls and free kicks and penalty kicks when the defender is pushing him. But since Nesta, he already has all the defensive skills already on the card, then gamesmanship can be an interesting one to sort of try to beat the attackers at their own game and getting fouls from them. Now, let's see another one that could be interesting here for Nesta is going to be the outside curler. The outside curler, as the name states, going to allow you to make passes and shots from the outside of the foot. And, when you're trying to find those through ball, getting, trying to start the counter attack, sometimes, your player is not going to be in the right position, and either he's going to try to find that pass from his weak foot, or he's going to try to find, another way to pass the ball with his good foot, and it's not going to be a successful pass, or is going to be intercepted by the opposition. By giving him outside curler, if he's in the wrong position to sort of do the pass with his strong foot, then he's going to get it from the outside, and you're going to be able to find some passes that you wouldn't be able to do if you didn't have that option. And now the last one that I thought could be interesting here for Nesta, and a lot of those are going to be skills that usually would be for attackers, because obviously he has all the defensive skills, but it's the penalty specialist. And now, of course, Nesta is not like a good finisher, he's not a good penalty taker. But sometimes, if you go all the way to penalty kicks, then you find yourself, with only a few players that have high penalty, attributes, and most of them are going to be attackers. But if you give Nesta penalty specialist, then you're going to have one extra player who's sort of going to be able to be competent at shooting penalties. Because if you go to penalties often, you always see, that once you've gone through your, 4 or 5 attackers, and they all, succeed in their penalty, then you're playing with the defenders, and it's very, very hard to score the penalties with the defender just because their attributes are so low. So, penalty specialist could be something that would help you, in penalty kicks to have one extra shooter that's going to be available to you. But anyway, as I said, most of the skills on this Nesta card, at least on the defensive part, they've got you covered. He's got them all. And, the additional skills that you're going to add to this card, on top of, the through passing, the low lofted pass, and the soul control that you know, in my opinion, are going to be very important for him, even in his defensive duties, you know, for sort of the 2 extra skills. Then it's going to be up to you, sort of, you know, see first what you have available in terms of, you know, skills that you can give him, and then, you know, see what your play style is and how you'd like to customize this card. Anyway, guys, that's it for today. Thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.